Today, we're back at it again. I genuinely do not know how to start off this video, so I'll try to summarize possibly what has happened in the span of a couple of days. So we've got the story expansion, we got Heihachi in the game, and I believe that he actually drops today. As you might already have seen all over the internet, all over the Tekken community, there is a lot of uproar, there are some mixed feelings about the update that we have received, and just overall business practices that Bandai Namco and the Tekken team have executed. Let's start off with the story expansion itself before I address anything else. With the story expansion, when the update came out, I actually was playing it when it just dropped. I just happened to be awake at the time when the update was rolled out, although the server maintenance was still undergoing at the time. And I thought to myself, I'll just play the story, you know, lay myself down and then go to work the next morning and then possibly give my opinion afterwards. The story itself is a mixed bag for me personally, because obviously people were under the assumption that Heihachi is dead, and now it turns out that he is not, and that he actually survived and he's coming back. I genuinely like what they have done in the first half of the expansion. It has some wacky moments, obviously, usually it's the case with Tekken, but when it came to specific points and times of the story, like for example the explanation as to how Heihachi survived, it dragged it all down for me. I was just sitting there and I was just completely baffled by the explanation that we were given. And I was just sitting there and I could not comprehend as to why they decided to go with an explanation like this, because you quite literally could have said anything else as to how this old geezer survived. You literally couldn't have swim in lava, you know, just drink it all up, and this is why he is now a bit more orange-ish or glowy when he goes into heat mode, which is why his imprint of Kazuya's fist is also now burning up.
But here's what they've actually decided to do with this entire explanation.
Damn, he looks ugly as. He looks ugly as hell with his hair down. Okay, so he saved his life. What? Are you kidding me? What? How?
しかし、星砕きの試練まで残り2日。もはや時間がありません。私は三島流の最終奥義を体得するだけの器になっておるのでしょうか。奥義体得には心、技、体の三位一体が肝要。まずは己を知ることです。
I'm sorry, fucking what?
秘伝の心技体。いざ見極めん。この半年の修行の成果お見せしましょう。Fight.
I need to pause. I genuinely need to pause. So, you're telling me this guy randomly shows up in a volcano, saves Heihachi, and Kazuya doesn't see anything out of that? And we're led to believe that this is how he survived. I mean, to a certain extent it does work, but... And I kinda expected something else. I expected a bit more, but... I'll just play. We'll see how this will go. It was kind of disappointing for me personally. But no, they decided, oh yeah, this random ass monk all of a sudden just decides to do a fucking flash step from fucking Bleach and save Heihachi from falling into lava. And for some reason, Heihachi has now amnesia. This is just, I am I am disappointed. I am fairly disappointed. You could have done anything else and I would have probably gobbled it up.
Pause!
But yeah, so we had that, you know, we saw a different side of Heihachi, which was actually refreshing. I thought that maybe this will go into a different path from what we've seen, you know, maybe this will actually explore a little different kind of aspect of Heihachi a bit further, but due to the duration of the story expansion itself, they were obviously felt rushed. And at times the story was also just very predictable. I've seen playthroughs of others and they were all at some specific point in time. They were like, yeah, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And then their prediction became reality. There are flashy moments, there are cool moments. I wish that they would expand more on Reina when they're going to do the next expansion, because people have also voiced their concerns that she might become the next Nikali from Street Fighter, which, if that is the case, I'm actually going to jump off of a cliff, because I genuinely love Reina. I genuinely do. I love Reina. If she is going to be fumbled, I genuinely do not wish to know what is going to happen afterwards. So outside of that, we get to one of the worst decisions that Bandai Namco, Tekken team, whoever is responsible for this, has done in the lifespan of Tekken 8 so far. The reason as to why I say that is because we actually gotten to a point where Harada went out of his way to apologize for this action that was undertaken. Future Fossil here. We had another development in the time of editing the video that you're watching it right now. So Harada basically deleted his apology. We are not sure as to why. However, when you're trying to open up the tweet now with the URL that it was essentially linked to, you cannot find it anymore, and I genuinely do not know what to say. With that, what kind of implications does this even present to us? Is the messaging behind all of this? Because you apologize first, and then you delete the apology after it has been out for like who knows how long, maybe like a day or so. You know, people have seen that message. Maybe it was possibly a planned action from Harada. Maybe he was forced to do so. Like I said, we only can speculate, and my disappointment is just growing with every single action that is being taken, and I just don't know how to proceed with that or how to process this information at all. I genuinely do not know what to do. The thing is that this apology wasn't even an apology for the fact that the stage was priced with a price point that Deluxe and Ultimate Edition owners have to pay for, but more or less rather the fact that they didn't communicate it well enough, so that the community was under the assumption that we were getting the stages with the seasonal passes and whatnot, even though they're called character passes. With the apology, in quotation, he more or less threw the publisher development team, or the publishing team as he calls it, under the bus. And he also explained that in the Tekken 7 time, both the development team and the publisher team were actually under one umbrella, more or less like one combined force, instead of being two separate entities. And he is acting like a bridge, but is more or less, he is more involved in the development side rather than the publisher side, which says also very many things when it comes to Tekken 7 and, for example, the frame data fiasco. I'm not sure if this is just because of Blue Protocol at this point anymore, guys. I really don't know if this is only just because of Blue Protocol. I really don't know if that is the only case. Damn, I look like a fucking used brush. And this is saying something. This is saying a lot of things about not only the development side or the publisher side, but also the community and the consumer side. I'll just show you a clip of when I found out that you need to actually pay for the stage. Wait, Genmaji Temple? You need to buy it separately? Oh man. That actually sucks. I don't know if I'm going to buy it, honestly speaking. I'm not sure at the moment. It just seems kind of outdated, especially because of like how the shop is being handled at the moment. But it is what it is, I guess. You know, maybe down the line I'll get it if I feel like it, but you know, the stage isn't doing that much for me at the moment. So, at first, I was under the impression that maybe this is only a price that applies to me because I only have bought the regular edition of Tekken 8, both for the Xbox and for the PC. Maybe this is what I have to deal with now because I only bought the wrinkly-dinkly ass standard edition. But once I went onto Twitter, when I found out that people who are owners of the deluxe and the ultimate editions also need to pay for the stage, like, who in their right mind thought to themselves, we're not going to disclose that this stage needs to be paid for additionally on top of an ultimate edition. I'm still in disbelief of this decision that they've made. It doesn't affect me at the moment because, like I mentioned, regular edition owner. But putting myself in the shoes of someone who has paid possibly over $100 or even $200 or euros or whatever currency they had that equates to that amount, and then finding out that you need to pay an additional $5 for a stage in the first year of the game's life cycle. You know, there's a live stream of Mike Hollow where he invited a couple of guys to talk about the situation, and I feel like Blackheart, who was also a participant in the call, actually summarizes it very well.
To tell something. Okay, I think Tekken fans cry too much. That's a fact. They cry too much because it's like it's $5. It's not like thousands of dollars to buy a stage. But
I don't
if
think
I
that's
have,
fair to say.
but also the excuse that they used about but it's a character pass. It's not a season pass. So of course you have to buy the stage separately. It's something I don't buy personally because. Okay, it's the truth. Technically, it's the truth because it's said on the store, year one character pass. Okay, year one character pass. Okay, but people don't go and read everything, every info possible about what they buy. If I have an ultimate edition, I should have everything from the season one pass. Everything. These fucking scammers. This is the deal. This is the deal. Hey, but it's like when they said. Listen, it's the scummiest thing they've done since frame data issue. Since the frame data issue. I swear. I swear. Yeah, but frame data. You know, it's something that. Cost us a lot. Yeah.
But why are you so angry?
You know, shout out to Blackheart, shout out to Mike Hollow, shout out to Jay, and to everyone else who wasn't a participant. Why are we even talking about why this is an outrage in the first place? So, to understand, in the time span of a couple of days when this decision has been made public, two sides have established themselves. However, one of them is actually a minority in comparison to the other one. And the minority side is actually going and kind of defending the $5 price tag behind it, in my opinion at least. I feel like this is genuinely just defending the decision that was made. The argument that this side is bringing is that it never was disclosed that the stage is going to be part of the Season 1 pass. It was always marketed as a character pass or a character season pass. And nowhere was it disclosed, whether it be in the Ultimate Edition, whether it be in the Deluxe Edition, that the stage is going to be part of the containment of those editions. Fair enough. It was never disclosed. That is a mistake on the consumer side, on the community side, because everybody was overlooking it. I have not seen a single person speak up about this practice, or at least about the fact that there is no disclosure on what stages are included and what not. The issue lies within the fact that when we got the Lydia stage, which is by the way the beach stage for Tekken Ball, it was just remodeled a little bit, we all know that, it came free. So it makes sense, right? We have the assets, we have access to the stage already, just in a different mode. The issue lies within the fact that Tekken team has said explicitly, don't think that this is going to be the path forward. Don't think that future stages are going to be for free. However, that is a vague statement. People were under the assumption that stages are included in the premium editions because that was the practice that Tekken 7 came with when it came to season passes. And you could look it up, you can look at the trailers and look at the containments of each season pass. Every single one has either one or two, next to a couple of characters that you are getting with. Never has it been disclosed that things are now different, and every consumer isn't going to look with a fucking magnifying glass and be like, oh, it doesn't say that there's a fucking stage missing. Oh, wait a minute, I'm only getting the characters. Okay. You know, for as much as flack as I'm giving Tekken, I'm loving the game, right? I genuinely love the base product, the concept that this game is building up on. It has gotten me through the majority of the year, honestly speaking.
I mean, just take a look at the recent reactions of the state of plays that I was attending to.
It is a game that I was hyped for, but with every single decision that is being made when it comes to the monetization, the marketing, and just overall profit making off of this game, I am becoming more and more exhausted. And like I said, I genuinely want the best for the community and for the game as well, and for the developers. However, I cannot guarantee that this is going to be the case moving forward. I genuinely cannot guarantee that my mindset of being positive about this is going to be guaranteed or the main staple of the future. My opinion can change every time, at any given moment. This is just how I am.
I think I deleted the outro, but yeah, I don't really have anything else to say at this point. If you like what you saw, feel free to do whatever you want. That's about it. Yeah, see you. Wait, did I just make Charlie?
Well,